Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex, the Creative Llama. Again, if you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay. So if you are catching the replay, please make sure you put hashtag replay. And if you're not already, make sure you're signed up for live notifications. You just comment ! Notify, and that will get you signed up to get a Facebook message every single time I go live. So we're going to create with a brand new surface, y'all. I'm obsessed, and it stands up. Look at that. It stands, and then we're also going to craft with a new transfer. So when you pop on, say hey, and comment the word light, L-I-G-H-T, and I will send you all of the info. So hi, Miss Marcy. So this is our new arch and easel, and it actually just slides right in. So there's a white side and there is a black side, and we're going to mess with the white side today. Now, y'all, I have to be honest. I didn't open this until right before I went live, and so I thought I only had the black side, and I thought they must sell the white insert separately. And then much to my surprise, the white side was on the back, and it just made my whole day. The little things, you know. Hi guys, hello. So this is a brand new transfer. This one is called, what is this one called? Prayer Warrior. So you get all these different pieces. So you get the Salt and Light, which this is the one that we're going to use today, but you get Prayer Warrior. That would be perfect on a shirt. You get Saved by Grace and Faith Over Fear. So we are going to use this one tonight. Hello. Hi. Let me pull up my comments, but all right, let's get started, y'all. I almost thought about not going live, but I thought, why the heck not? Just go live and craft. Hi, Miss Connie. Thank you, Miss Donna. Yes, y'all hit that heart button for me. Our keyword tonight is light. Make sure you read the entire message because there is a little bit of a special going on my cutout website today only. If you didn't see my post from earlier, you definitely want to comment the word light and read the message about a sale for my cutout website, and you'll get all the info. But that's only for today. So, all right, let's pull this off. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is actually my dad's birthday. He's a Valentine's Day baby. Hi, Miss Pam. All right, so we are going to fuzz this, and we're actually going to use this guy twice. Hello. Hi, Sissy. I love that name. Hi, Miss Dolores. So we're going to fuzz this really well, and we are going to do a very simple project with this one. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. It's your grandson's birthday too. Well, happy birthday to your grandson. Yes, I called my dad earlier today, and he was like, why are you calling me? Like, it's your birthday. He was very surprised at first, but I think he forgot. Yes, happy birthday to my dad. All right, let's fuzz this and let's get this on here. So we were actually going to do our like watercolor or painting method because the lantern is perfect. Ooh, y'all, that is sticky. Is like perfect for it, and we're actually going to do that in the color of the month. So the older we get, the more we you sound like my mom. That's funny. What size is that transfer? It is a size C transfer. I don't know, Miss Karen, if you saw, it comes with all of this stuff too. So, all right, I'm going to push this down. Let's check it in our easel to make sure that we can still see all of the wording because I think we're good, right? Yep. No. Yeah, we're good. So it all still fits. Hi, Pamela. So first we're going to chalk the oh my gosh, the lantern. I was going to say the candlelight. I'm like, it's not candlelight, Alex. But we're going to chalk the lantern in Dune, and then we're going to go in and fill it in with our color of the month. And then we'll go back over it in black. Okay? So this is a really easy way to give yourself an outline. I know I show this to y'all all the time, but I always just love how this turns out. I just think it always looks so good. and just like so professional. So I am going in with Dune, and this is going to give me my outline for my lantern. Or my candlelight, as I wanted to say. Yay, you got your bunny. I don't have birthdays anymore. I have anniversary. There you go. I love that. That's hilarious. Your daughter would love that on a shirt. Well, girl, Miss Karen, you need this transfer then. You need it. And I will have kits available up in my VIP group. So if you ordered the kit from yesterday, the honeycomb kit, I can actually combine it with that order. Because what I'm going to do is just order directly from the chalk site and then get it shipped to you. So you can still get this one without like an additional shipping fee. All right, so we're gonna pull that off. Here's what we have, okay? Y'all, it's so pretty, look at that. I hit 67 on the 8th, so I quit having them. Well, happy belated birthday, Miss Debbie. All right, let's throw this down. Let's wash our transfer. And then we're going to reuse it. Not immediately, because we are going to color in with our color of the month. So I'm just taking a regular water and a board eraser, y'all. And I am just scrubbing the front and the back. Hi, Miss Billy. I'm scrubbing the front and the back just to clean out that silk screen. And then we'll go to use this again. We will fuzz it again, but the Dune color is just going to give us our outline. Love this So Country. Like what I'm doing is So Country? Is that what you're saying? All right, let that dry. I'm gonna put it to the side. Y'all don't let me forget, it's over here to my left. Because y'all know me, I'll put something down and I'll be looking for it. And I put it right where I, could remember it. Hi, Miss Cindy. So the cool thing about this surface is it is another chalkboard. This is another chalkboard, and it does have a black side as well. If you're just popping on, I was talking earlier about how when I opened up the package, the black side was showing. And I thought, oh man, I wanted to do the white side. And I thought that the white side was another insert that I needed to purchase. But then I opened it and I flipped it over and the white side was there. What did you do on Valentine's Day? I worked. Hi, Miss Cheryl. I worked and just, that's pretty much it. Nothing special. All right, we got to make sure that this is completely dry. So first I took my transfer and I chalked it in the color Dune. Okay, now we're going to take our, hi Kathy. Now we're going to take our color of the month. This is the color Disco. And it's are you feeling better? No more down in the dumps. The weather does that to us. You know, Miss Diane, I was telling a friend today after, if you're new here, the last few months or 7 months have not been the greatest for me. Had a big life change and, I thought maybe I'd be sad today and I'm not, so I'm good. Not yet, Miss Pamela. It's coming in tomorrow. It will be here tomorrow. Thank the goodness. Hi, Christiana. What kind of work do you do? Miss Barbara, this is my full-time job. So I run my laser business full-time and then I do this as well with it. So this is my full-time thing. Y'all keep me busy and I am so blessed for that. So this is what I do every day. But my laser business is what keeps me really busy. Good for you. Exactly, Miss Pat. I'm just focusing on me and working on me, and I'm the most important. Last week was in the 40s and now close to 60. I know it's warmer-ish here in South Texas, but this brush is way too big. I need a smaller brush. And I don't have one in here. That's okay. We'll make it work. I know, Miss Dolores. I've been thinking about you today. I know these kind of days are hard. All right. So we're going in with our Disco. So if you don't know, this is our color of the month. This is a metallic silver and it paints beautifully. And I really should be using a much smaller brush than what I am, but it's okay. Now, I am going in and I'm painting over the design, which is exactly what I want. Now, y'all, you know what I was just thinking? Should we do a little light? Should we do yellow in the middle? Or should we just do silver? I was just gonna do silver. Yay, you're coming to San Antonio. Hi, Laura, happy Valentine's Day. I am gonna have to grab a smaller brush, but what do y'all think? Should we do yellow in the middle or should we just leave it all silver? Yellow, okay. I'm gonna have to get a new brush or clean this one. I will have to grab a smaller brush to get into those more detailed areas. But the great thing is you can just take the paste and paint with it. You can thin it out to make it more of like a watercolor consistency. But you can't really do that with, I don't know if you can't. I don't know if it'll work with a metallic. You know what I mean? Yellow. Hi, Robbie. Happy Valentine's Day. A touch of yellow would be pretty. So would you say that the entire middle part, like this, should be yellow? What do y'all think? Because I was just going to do it all in the silver. But now y'all got me thinking. Now y'all have me on my toes, as usual. All right, going in. Yes, I like the lantern. Me too. Hi, Linda. Hi, Melissa. All right. Going in. Okay, so we said we're going to do yellow there. I need to go grab. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Phyllis. I need to grab a smaller paintbrush to do the crisscross section, but there's kind of what we have so far. Okay, let me go grab a smaller brush really quickly that's in the other room. All right. So, same thing. Actually, I might do, y'all, this is like the world's longest paintbrush. Yellow with the silver crisscross section. I love that transfer. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I will, like I always tell y'all, I will have a kit in my VIP group where you can grab all the things. You can grab Dune and black in a paste packet if you don't want the jars. If you don't have the jars. Oh no, they're here, Miss Diane. I'm really surprised that they haven't barked yet. They're here though. You know, a car door hasn't shut outside quite yet, so we're not ready to bark. I have a month to move. You're moving again, Miss Dolores? All right, we're gonna do the crisscross. And my hands are shaky tonight. All right, now it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we're gonna go, can y'all see my hand shaking? We're gonna go back in and add that detail back to the transfer here in just 1 second. But let me get all of that. All right, so there's what we have, okay? Should we do, we said yellow, right? So we got Bumblebee or Sunnyside. Which one do y'all think? Bumblebee or Sunnyside? Or we could color it in with Dune. I know, moving is the worst. Moving is the absolute worst. And I'm really afraid that when my lease is up now that they're gonna want to sell the house. That's what I'm afraid of. Sunnyside, okay. How big is this surface? It is 12 by 9. It's a 12 by 9. Hi, Carmen. I'm kind of liking the Dune too, Miss Laura. But I always tell y'all, I'm down to do whatever y'all want to do. What about saffron? You know, I didn't even think about that. Okay, let me open up. This is a little thick right here. So let me see if I can kind of thin out this paste. It's a little thick. And if it's too thick and not dry, your transfer is going to want to pull up the color. My landlord wants a yearly lease. Not, yeah, most do. Most do. I'm sorry, Miss Dolores. Mix a little Dune with the yellow. Oh no. I am having a good day, Miss Trudy. All right, so we've got some color choices. So we have Dune, which is what is in the center right now, okay? The outline of it. We have, I'm kind of liking the Dune as well. We have Sunnyside, but I'm gonna let y'all choose. Ooh. That's also why it's not a great idea to store your jars upside down. Bumblebee. And then we have Saffron. This guy I've been seeing brought me a rose and a box of chocolate. Oh, how cute. Miss Debbie, he doesn't care about that. And this is Saffron. So, which color do y'all think? Or Dune? We could do Dune as well. Miss Debbie's still sticking with Sunnyside. She's like, girl, do Sunnyside. Dune, Saffron, Sunny, too sunny, Sunnyside. Okay, so I'm going to take away Bumblebee because that doesn't seem to be a popular choice. Dune. Okay. Let's do Sunnyside. I do think Dune would be a really pretty choice. Ooh. Ooh. Or should we go Nominee? Or should we put Nominee in the middle? What do y'all think? So Sunnyside or Nominee? I know, I keep asking y'all, but hi, Miss Jan. No gold. Who was that? Who says, she's like, no, don't do it, girl. Miss Debbie. Miss Julie's still sticking with her gun. She's like, girl, do Dune. Do the Dune. Sunny, Nominee. I kind of want to do the Nominee. Okay, we're going to do Nominee. Sorry. We're going to do Nominee. But if you do this project, use whatever color works for you. So if you like the Dune, do the Dune. If you like Sunnyside, do the Sunnyside. And you know what? If we absolutely hate it, guess what we can do? We can spray this down, scrape it off, and redo it. Exactly. Well, Miss Debbie, because I'm asking. And most people want the Nominee. You don't, I mean, you can do your project however you want to. All right. There's the Nominee so far. Will the Dune show up on top of that when you redo it? I'm not going to go over it in the Dune. I'm going to go over it in black. I'm going to go over it in black. So then all the details will show up. Exactly. All right, so we're just painting this in like so. And I'm afraid that I kind of messed up the lines right here. So we might not see a whole lot of the oh my gosh, why can't I think of words tonight? Oh my gosh. The disco. I can't crack. Oh no, Miss Debbie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think Dune, like instead of the Nominee, I think Dune would be pretty, and even the Sunnyside would be pretty too. Any of those colors, if you recreate this, I want to see what color you choose, because I want to see, you know, what y'all like and what works and all the different options. I think the Dune would have been really pretty though. All right. I don't know, y'all. Now I'm kind of regretting the choice of Nominee. Let's dry it and do another coat. I got my stitches out today and now I have, oh, Miss Sandy, that's not fun. All right, y'all, hit the heart button. Our keyword tonight is light, L-I-G-H-T. That will get you all the info for tonight's project, but make sure you read the message because there is a little sale going on over on my cutout page for you. And that is tonight only. All right, we're gonna do another coat and we're gonna see how this turns out. Because now I'm not sure. Now, I think it's just because it looks streaky. You know what I mean? I think if I can get the Nominee solid, and I know it looks a little streaky because it's a little uneven because of the paste that we put down first. But I think this is looking better. Yeah. So the surface, you can keep changing the designs on. Yes, it is a chalkboard surface. So this is one that you can clean off. And like I said, if we don't end up liking the Nominee, we can take it all off and start over. And do a different color, you know? It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think so too, Miss Sandy. All right, let me see if I can kind of make this a little bit more solid because it just looked a little streaky and thin in some areas to me. There we go. Okay. All right, what do we think? Hi, Darlene. Those boots are so uncomfortable. I had to wear one when I tore ligaments in my... Oh, no, Miss Bambi. Okay. Stick around till the end, y'all. I promise it's going to come together. Better. I agree, Miss Pat. Let's dry it. And then, look what I did. We'll make sure it's nice and dry. What's the noise from behind you? The noise from behind me. Are you talking about these things? Are you talking about the counters? Let's get this completely dry because we are going. So this top one is the number of sales I have like on my cutout site. And then the bottom one is the number of followers on Facebook. Hi, Connie. All right, here we go, y'all. So we are gonna fuzz this transfer very, very, very well because we're gonna put this back on top of our paste. Now, I could put a little bit of wax on top of the paste I already put down, but I don't wanna put wax on my chalkboard. You're welcome, Miss Debbie. I don't want to put wax on my chalkboard, so I'm just going to fuzz the heck out of this transfer and just pray that it doesn't pull it up. And y'all, if you aren't signed up for live notifications, comment !notify. If you comment that, just the way that you see it, no spaces, that will get you signed up to get a message on Facebook when I go live next time. And I will be live tomorrow morning. We're going to be live tomorrow morning working with our big beaded round that just released today. All right. Now, we're going to line this back up. Okay. This is where you're just going to take your time. You're not going to rush it. Make sure it's as lined up as possible. I do see some spots that we are going to have to clean up. What time? I think it's 10:30 Central Standard Time. I think it is 10:30 Central Standard Time. I'll be presenting in Craft Round the Clock group. But if you follow my page, you'll still get a notification that I'm live. I know, Miss Phyllis. I'm so excited. And we're going to do an Easter. I know y'all said y'all wanted spring, but we're going to do a little Easter bunny with it. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure that this is lined up as good as I can get it in all areas. Okay, that looks good. We're going to push down. I know, Miss Linda. I think it's so cool. We're going to push down, and then we're just going to do the rest of it in black. Okay? So let me get out my black chalk paste. And I am actually going to get a stir stick and I'm going to scoop a little out. That's probably way too much, but that's okay. That's okay, Miss Bambi. It'll be around. So if and when you're ready, you can snag it. All right. So we're going to go over this whole thing. And y'all do me a huge favor, hit that share button for me. That helps me out tremendously. And we will pick a winner tonight. Someone will win something. And the way that you get entered is just to hit that heart button, sprinkle the video if you can, and just comment. I pick someone from the comments to win. So if you're a silent watcher, you have to comment. All right. Getting this, that wasn't enough, which I'm surprised. Pulled across. Now my black is on the drier side for whatever reason. I probably should have added some distilled water before I got started, but we're making it work. All right. I'm going to go through, pick up all the extra paste that's sitting on top. Okay. I can put all of that back into my jar. Thank you, Miss Sandy. Hi, Louise. I don't know if I said hello to you, but hi, my friend. One of your packages shipped out today. All right, here we go, y'all. You ready? I always love how this turns out. Oh my goodness, y'all. Thanks, Miss Connie. Check that out. I love that. Now, I definitely think Sunnyside or Dune would have given it more of like a lifelike color. But I really like that. Like a lot. Okay, let's clean our transfer really quickly. I'm going to move this to the side before I mess it up. I do see some spots where we do need to touch it up. So we'll fix it. That's the great thing about it being on a chalkboard surface, is that it is totally fixable. So when I'm using black, I like to spray it with water and go over the top of the transfer with a baby wipe to kind of get up a lot of that extra black that's sitting on top. It is there. It's there, Miss Robbie. Ooh, and y'all, they added a bunch of new like 70% off transfers to the specials tab today. So if you didn't check that out, go look at it. It's awesome. There's one that says kind people are my kind of people, and I love that. I put it on a shirt, and anytime I wear that shirt, I always get so many compliments. All right. Let's wipe this up, and then we will take our board eraser, and now we will clean it. Y'all, black for me quite literally gets everywhere. Thank you. It turned out better than I thought. I was just going to do the whole thing in disco, and then my creative juices got going, and then we had all the different color choices. Okay. So we're going to clean the back of it. And y'all, black will stain your transfer. That is okay if it stains it. Don't stress. I'm going to wipe this off. This is why I love the glass mat, is because I don't have to have another like bath mat or another mat in here to clean. And I'm just going to use the terry cloth side to dry it up. Can you make that on a shirt and put it on your site? Ooh, I can try. I don't do a whole lot of like custom stuff just because I don't have the time. That's the issue that I run into, is people ask me to make stuff for them and I I don't have the time. Black, yeah, it goes everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. So let's grab our transfer. We'll put this back down. And as it's drying, y'all, the stickiness does come back. So I just kind of folded my transfer over just a smidge. And I'm going to lay it down. And it is good to go. Now, it looks dirty, but I promise the silk screen is cleaned out, which is the most important part. But that green being stained is not a big deal. Okay, so here's what we have. I know, Miss Connie, I need to do a video. I need to do an ink video. The cutout is over for tonight. What do you mean the cutout is over for tonight? What does that mean? Where can I find your video of how to put the stencil with ink on it? Miss Connie, I will do one. I'll do one within the next week. I've been meaning to do one. Thank you for sprinkling. Thanks, Miss Debbie. Thanks, Trudy. So there are a couple spots that we need to fix. Super easy to fix. I'm going to show y'all why you need the detail tool. But y'all, look at this. That is so cool looking. I am obsessed. All right, so I'm going to get in there. Do y'all see like right here where I kind of got out of the edges or out of the lines when I was painting, and like right here as well? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my detail tool. Thanks, y'all. I'm going to take my detail tool that has this pointed edge, and I am just going to scrape up wherever I don't want that color. Okay, so just moving it around. I might actually need to get out a baby wipe. Thank you. No, it's not over, but it does end tonight. The cutout sale does end tonight. It was just a 1-day deal. So that's why I said to check when you comment the word light to read the whole entire message that I send you. Because it gives you the link and it does tell you that it's today only. All right. There we go. All right, so here is our sign. This is the arch and easel stand. And check that out. What do y'all think? That is so cool. I love this. And the great thing is it does have a black side to the board too, so you don't have to buy another insert. You get the white side and the black side on one. So I will have a kit up in my VIP group. As soon as I hop off of here, I'll post it where I can order it for you. If you don't want to go to the website and mess with the website, I can order it for you on your behalf. What I do with that is I go through the Chocolate Pour website on a customer account. I order it and I get it shipped directly to you instead of it coming to me. So I love this. This is so cool. Y'all, like, I'm really proud of myself of this one. I really am. I did that. Thanks, Miss Connie. Thank you, Miss Sharon. All right, y'all, let's pick a winner. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope y'all had a great Valentine's Day. I hope that you did something that you enjoy. I hope you craft a little bit, or you're going to craft for a little bit. The word tonight is light, Miss Lynette. L-I-G-H-T. Thanks, Miss Donna. So, thanks, Robbie. So I'm going to refresh my comments, and I'm going to pick a winner from the comments to win a mystery cutout. I'm going to send you a mystery cutout. So, I meant to grab it before I came in here, but I forgot. Hi, Janine. I know, I love this stand. Y'all, I'm serious. If I can do this, you can do it. Really. My hot mess self, if I can do it, you can. All right, here we go. Hi, Miss Judy Jen. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Hi, Sandra. Happy birthday. It's my dad's birthday, too. You sure do, Miss Sharon. All right, here we go. I will have a kit in the VIP group, Miss Lynette. Just give me about 10 minutes to make it, and I'll post it right after my live. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Miss Trudy Dry. Miss Trudy Dry. Trudy Dry. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that. Trudy Dry, are you here? So I'll be on tomorrow morning. We're going to create with this guy, and I think one of our bigger transfers, a size E transfer. And I think we're going to kind of do the same thing here that we did, is we're going to do a little bit of the watercolor. I don't see her. My comment stopped over on my computer for some reason. Did anybody see Miss Trudy? Trudy. There she is. Okay, Miss Trudy, do me a huge favor. Just send a message to the page letting me know, like, hey, I won. That way it just reminds me to get your surprise cutout in the mail tomorrow, okay? All right, y'all. There it is. I'm obsessed with this. I think this turned out absolutely perfect. I will be on tomorrow morning around 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. But make sure you comment the word light and go check out the message that I'm going to send you, okay? All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.